Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another Shoe Snob unboxing videos, one take wonders. Here we are with something new by an existing brand that we all know and love. Let's jump into it. Being as we've unboxed these shoes many times, we don't need to really take a look at the packaging and whatnot, but let's take a look at the new collection. So TLB. TLB you've seen many times on this blog. TLB is a great maker doing great things, nice people, and very popular in the industry. And lately, as new brands, I say new brand, TLB has been around for 10 years now or so, around 10 years, give or take. That's still new in the grand scheme of the shoe industry. And for a 10-year-old brand, let's say, they've been moving rapidly, expanding the collection, expanding their offering, and expanding their capabilities, doing so rapidly and impressively. So here today, we're going to look at a new collection of Blake Stitch shoes, as you might have seen from the title or the photo, and Bologna stitch shoes. So the Sacchetto collection, which Sacchetto in Italian means bag. And, it has the Blake stitch, but it's a Bologna Construction. And the interesting part about this is a lot of times you'll find in factories, they tend to focus on one type of construction. So many Goodyear factories only make Goodyear shoes. Now there are exceptions. There are factories who do everything under the sun, and TLB is becoming that style of factory, where they are offering not only Goodyear, but Bologna/Blake, sneakers, and who knows what else is in store, because they are quickly moving, expanding, trying new things. Now, what most people may not realize is all of these different constructions involve different machines that are very expensive, very heavy and very expensive, and not always easy to find. The sneaker maker machines are completely different than the welted making machines. In fact, I've always told the factory that makes my shoes, come on, buy a sneaker making machine. That way I don't have to go to another factory. I can keep everything in-house. Oh, no, it's expensive. We have no space. It's a real thing. But with all these new collections that TLB's been doing, they actually keep it all in-house, which is very impressive and good for the end consumer, because if you trust TLB, you know TLB's quality, you know that it's going to translate to their other products. They're not outsourcing these to a different factory down the road who you don't really know, and you're taking TLB's word for the quality, but really somebody else is making it. No, TLB is doing it all in-house. I think that's cool. I think that's impressive. I think that's worth noting. I know I'm rambling on instead of showing you the product, which is what all you came here to see, but I think these things are worth talking about and mentioning because it matters. All right, let's now jump into it, because I know that's what you guys want to see, what you want to hear about, get my feedback, etc., etc. So there's one pair. I have two pairs here. They have multiple models and styles and various colors, and they sent me two to show all of you. So let's get into it. All right, the packaging, that. Now at the same time, they sent me one more interesting thing. Now this was interesting because I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen the Bologna Construction done, so to speak, because I don't wear a lot of Bologna style shoes, mainly because I have these sensitive feet and they often have these really thin soles that hurt me. So the Bologna or Sacchetto construction is done by taking the upper, wrapping it around the last and insole, but the insole is actually, you won't be able to see, but it's like a 3/4 insole. So it kind of ends here, right, on the inside, and then underneath your feet is leather flipped over. So this same leather, I want to say, could be slightly softer leather. It's hard to say, but that leather flipped over so that your feet are touching the nice soft leather, which is like a bag, and then they have this foam here. So the leather is stitched together, reversed on its other side, so that your feet feel the nice soft leather. You got this extra cushion foam, and then they stitch the sole directly on. Voila. Now, it would appear that it's a 270 stitch Blake, and then I presume that the back part is cemented from the looks of it. Now, again, my specialty has always been in Goodyear. Even in Blake, I'm not super, knowledgeable per se, because I never sought out those brands. I've always been into bespoke. I've always been into the welting world. So Goodyear, hand welt, bespoke, etc. So, learning about Bologna in reality is new for me as well. And I think it's interesting here. And being able to see, now you understand when you put it on, that feeling. You see it inside, but you don't really, you're not knowing what you're looking at on the inside. And now you can see the inside. So it's got like a nice cushion here, a nice foam cushion. And you can see the pieces of the leather sewn together to create that bag-like construction and feeling. I almost feel like I should rip this up and see it even more, but maybe I'll do that on my own. Let's see. So, you know what? They've sent me this, so I don't care. So let's just take a look. Let's see if I have enough strength. I don't want to completely destroy it. Huh. So yeah, so you have the leather there on the inside, all kind of glued and sewn together. This is why it was hard to rip, because it's sewn right here. And I'm not Superman, but yeah, it's interesting. It's nice, and you feel it. It's comfortable. It's soft. On the bottom of your metatarsals, on the bottom underneath. I'm going to set that aside since we've now checked it out. You have this cushy feeling on the toes there, and it's nice. So here's one of the models, the tassel loafer in the lovely bitter chocolate. I don't know if they call it bitter chocolate, but this reminds me of bitter chocolate suede, dark brown bitter chocolate. And then you have this lovely penny loafer style in a beautiful, I don't know if they call this one the castaña, but it's like a nice mid-brown, lovely. It's a lovely color, just a very simple mid-brown, but with some texture. It looks like it's a cross leather that's given its color after the fact. So it's not a box calf because it has depth to it. Okay, we have the model numbers. I was going to say, I don't recall the model names because TLB uses numbers, and, I used to be able to memorize a million phone numbers, but now with the rise of cell phones, I can barely remember my own. I'm sure many of you understand that as well. So model numbers, hard for me to remember. 2034 on the penny and 2035 on the tassel. So size-wise, I got my standard UK 6.5, US 7.5 in both, and they fit perfectly. I did try them on without socks, but there was a small allowance for a thin sock, which is what I wear anyways. I don't wear thick socks. So I wear a thin sock always, or sockless really, for loafers for summer times. It's just incredibly hot. Today it's like 97 degrees and the humidity is insane. And so So yeah, I tend to go sockless. And the size was bang on. Now, you know, in my normal videos, we're quality controlling, we're looking for flaws and this and that, but really it's just not the same in kind of Bologna Blake footwear. You don't have all this complex finishing that you have in a welted shoe, which really is all about the sole area. I mean, this leather, everything is flawless. There's nothing to to look for. There's no issues. Oh, I mean, okay, here's a little blemish here, but again, who cares? It's like, buff that out. That doesn't matter. Suede, there's nothing to see there. The shoes are great, good to go. The leather looks plush. It's nice. It's soft. It's really soft. So I tried them both on, and they're equally comfortable. This, like, just the beauty of Bologna is it's like nothing. And I'm not doing that with little force. It's not like that takes a lot. And the beauty is, for those of you who hate creases, I don't know how, but the leather that most Bologna shoes come, it's not, you're not finding your same calfskins that are built for durability, longevity, good your welted shoes, So let's get that straight really quick. It's not going to be exactly the same type of leather. It will be similar. It'll most likely be more Italian Napa style leather. That's softer, more pliable, flexible, but not as rigid, durable. This leather is not meant to last you 5 resoles and 3 grandchildren. It's you're meant to wear them, and lucky if you can resole them and get some good amount of time. But this is meant for comfort. It's not meant for durability. It's meant to be comfortable on your feet. And so, yeah, a lot of times with Bologna style shoes, you find what's called Napa leather. So Napa is a much softer, pliable, thinner leather. But it feels nicer too, It's not a stiff, welted shoe. It's a comfortable, soft dress shoe. Dress shoe, if you want to call this a dress shoe. It's a dress style, but it's soft, it's plush, it's like butter on your feet. Now, my contention has always been that I need that extra support. My feet, I don't know, I played so many years of soccer where the cleats just destroyed the bottom of my feet, and now I need something more robust. But I did say I tried them on, they felt comfortable. I do want to try to wear one for a day and see how it works. I don't even know the last time I wore a Blake Stitch shoe for an entire day. So in all honesty, it's almost new to me because it's probably been about 20 years at least. Maybe not quite, maybe about 16 years actually. So, yeah, where am I at? Let's talk about price. Everybody likes to know the price. I see them on the price on the site priced in euros. They're at 244 euros. I imagine that's around 295, so just under 300. Beautiful product, very nice. And you know what? You're gonna see a trend. I've seen it already. Maybe you've noticed it, but start watching out for welted makers to start doing Blake shoes, Blake loafers, and specifically because there's, let's not lie. Let's be real honest here. The world is changing. The Loro Piana trend caught strong, and that trend is real. And people are going for soft suede slip-on shoes. That's the big thing right now. Now, proper shoemakers will have a hard time in their heads making that big shift. They're just like, when you're traditional, when you've had years of family generations making proper dress shoes, you can't just go to soft-soled, white-soled suede loafers. That's just like a huge leap, so you'll start to see them trickling into Blake, Bologna, etc. And I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of that from the traditional dress shoe makers. That's just what I'm starting to notice, and I don't think it will stop, because I think that if I'm noticing it also as my own kind of shoe brand, I think other shoe brands are noticing it as well. And let's not lie, the Italians have been ruling the American dress shoe industry for years, and it's because they sell soft, Blake, flexible. You know, you got the shoe salesman at Nordstrom and Saks are like, look, it's like nothing on your feet. It's butter, blah, 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 blah. Buy it, handmade, made in Italy, yada, yada, yada. And then people just soak it up. You know, they see this trick. They're like, wow, so flexible. Wow, oh my God, it doesn't crease. Wow. So, you know, it works. People like that, you know, so we're going to start seeing more welted makers get into that world. Maybe the Blake makers will start having a run at welted shoes. You know, who knows? Anyway, they got a nice solid rubber sole. Let's just take a look at the last, because I know you guys like to see the shape. It's a nice rounded shape, not overly round, not overly narrow, just a nice classic round shape. So, made in Spain, TLB, $295, fits true to size. Am I missing anything? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. Like I've been rambling on, but maybe it's easier when they're not welted. You know, I don't have to keep. Oh my God, look at this cut here and a this there and a what there and a nut there. No, just shoes, man. Shoes, comfortable, good looking, nice last. Shoes, easy to wear, slip them on, slip them off, bing, bang, boom. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. It's good to see TLB branching out. Most importantly, I'm impressed by the fact that they keep everything in-house. I think that's important for their clients, for trust, for intelligence. I think it's a smart move. You know, outsourcing constantly, it's a freaking pain. So if you can keep it all in-house, the better. The better, and you control your quality. And at the same time, it's smart because then you can start to mix and match the leathers from your various collections. And that's a smart business move as well. Cool stuff. If you've never tried Bologna and you like TLB, well, here you go. Easy, no-brainer, 1, 2, 3 type movements here because they're nice, they're soft, they're comfortable, the price is good, and you know the brand. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. I got lots more stuff. I got interesting stuff that I've never done before. Interesting things coming. I'm branching out. I'm getting older and I'm like, you know what? I've talked about almost every welted dress shoe brand in the world. I got to start doing things that are slightly different. So yeah, do stay tuned. Thank you as always for supporting. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I like to hear your thoughts. If you feel so inclined and you want to support further, we have my Patreon channel there. It may not, you may think I have, you know, everything in the world, but every little bit helps, especially in this day and age. But most importantly, leave a comment, leave feedback, share, help the algorithm love my channel. Thanks as always for tuning in, and do stay tuned for more. Take care. Bye.